2, 3, go. Hello, everybody. And that's what we say.
Yeah, well, that's
What?
too energetic and loud.
Hello, everybody.
I can't. I
What?
can't be loud. You're sitting up there and I'm low and I can't be loud for some reason. Don't be too loud. There's no reason to be too extra.
Okay, sharp. 1, 2, 3, go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our channel.
Oh my gosh, I have never been this nervous in my life.
Like,
It's a lot.
it's great though.
For
Welcome
you,
back.
obviously.
Wow, it's been forever.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Maloma and this is Lereko Maloma. And we know for a fact that we have been AWOL for almost 2 months or 3 months. I don't even know.
I wasn't counting.
I've been away for 3 months, so I think it'll be 3 months.
Yeah.
So we just wanted to come on and just update you, you know, of where we've been, what we've been doing, and how everything's going. Basically, it's just a life update. Ooh,
Yeah. Welcome, everyone. I just like to say to our subscribers, the ones that watch us all the time we post,
Yeah.
we'd like to say we appreciate you.
Yeah.
We've missed you all so much.
Oh my goodness.
We've seen the text messages.
Yeah.
It's literally DMs on Instagram.
Right.
Where are you guys? It's DMs on YouTube. Where are you guys? We're here.
But
we're live.
Nothing gave me anxiety than those texts.
Right?
Like every
I
time
felt
someone,
bad.
You felt bad. Every time someone said, "Where are you guys?"
Yeah.
I wanted to get someone dig it inside some hole
Really?
and disappear because it gave me so much anxiety. It actually felt like it was letting me know that I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it was like a reminder for me, and that alone gave me so much anxiety. But we're back.
Yeah.
And we're so excited.
Yeah.
And I think more than anything, it's with God's grace that we are in this moment. Because for me, I think the purpose of the video is for us to share why we've been gone and what's been going on in our lives. I know we shouldn't share too much. Well, I think for me, in the last 3 months, I was taught in my stillness that we shouldn't share too much of what we go through, oversharing. But basically, because we have you and we honor the place that your love comes from, I think that everybody deserves to know where we've been and what's been going on in our lives. So
I think
what's been going on in your life?
I think
your life has been happening differently.
Really? No, man. I think more than anything, to just to add on to what Jean was saying now, I think more than anything, it's just to let you guys know that we see you and we invited you guys in our lives, and it's not fair that we don't update you what's happening. And we're free spirited. All we want is rawness. We want the truth. We just want to share our lives, ups and downs.
Yeah.
And we really just want you guys to be in the know that, we love and appreciate every single person that's wanting to know what happened to the Maloma twins, because somebody actually said to me, you guys are like a brand. Why are you guys? We're just like a brand.
I think for us as well. Sorry, I feel like I'm sitting low.
Yeah,
I don't know if they can see that.
They can see that. You need to hide it.
What?
This blanket.
The blanket. Oh God. But I'm low. I can feel that you're higher than me, and I can feel like I'm low. Delete. Edit.
Just do this. We'll sit on it like this. Okay. Yeah. So I think more than anything, it's just it puts a stamp for me that even if it's just one person looks for me, or looks for us, it gave me confirmation that as much as we feel like our content is not great, there are other people that actually appreciate our realness and appreciate our truth. And for those people that have supported us from day one, and every single subscriber and every person that just pops on, even if they're not subscribed, we love you, we appreciate you, and thank you so much for always watching our videos, and for everybody that likes our videos, would like to say thank you
so much.
And we love you. So what's been going on, Jean? Yeah.
Okay, so for me, in all honesty, I think the last 3 months for me, I think, were a lot from a space of stillness.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people were asking me where I am. A lot of people are asking where I am.
Yeah.
Still, just me as an individual, not Leregu per se, but I think for me personally, it's because I went into a state where I genuinely felt like life was not happening for me.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, a lot of it came from the emotion of working so hard and not being able to see the fruit of it. That was my struggle.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest struggle for me was that the loss in everything.
In the past couple of months.
Yeah, right? COVID really took so much for me, and there was a time where I thought I was strong. Gandhi, actually, I'm not, because I'm very good. In fact, with be it my friends, be it my family members, I felt like I was very good at being supportive.
Yeah.
And being available emotionally and physically to people. But it got to a point in my life where it got too much outside of my own demons and my personal attacks in life and everything else that was happening, especially death. Death felt like it was here.
Yeah.
You know, and I just could not. I was drowning.
Yeah.
You know, and me drowning felt like I didn't want to bleed on people.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was tired of always being the one that's got issues, that's got problems.
So you feel like you always have issues?
Yeah, no, I genuinely felt at some point I felt like if I call my friend and be like, dude, I'm not coping.
Yeah.
And genuinely, it's like, it felt like I was not coping, and I wasn't coping. I had anxiety attacks. There were times where I felt my chest was clogging in. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't focus. Anything that had to do with work, be it YouTube, be it my business, be it anything, being a mom, being a sister, being a friend, I could not do it. And the one thing that it taught me is that when I went into that stage, I was afraid to tell people that I'm there.
Yeah, I felt that you're not okay.
Yes, I felt like if I told people that, guys, like, I'm not okay, you know, I felt like people were gonna judge me and say that I'm making excuses for my life, or I don't want to go to work, or I don't want to do this. But it really just became too much to a point where I felt like it almost felt like I something had been taken away from me, and I just could not explain it to the next person. And if I did, it would then I would have, no, my biggest fear was they would think that it's either an excuse or it happens.
Yeah.
It's happening to everybody. We're not always special.
Yeah.
But also me, I don't know if I should call it ghosting people, or if I should call it walking away and going to find myself as Letoto Maloma. I did it because I felt like I needed to do it. And if I had to take anyone's call, be it my aunt, be it my best friend, be it my own sister, be it my own mother, be it even my own daughter, I genuinely felt like at that point, if I had to explain, I felt like it was going to be a thing, they would talk me out of it.
Yeah, of going under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would talk me.
And going under is like literally blocking everything else that's happening in the world.
Yeah.
And finding true self.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And literally just starting alone at home.
Yeah.
You know?
And
alone, not with extra people.
Yeah. And it wasn't because I was like, I need a break. It wasn't like it was a break. It was really a lot of bleeding, a lot of silence, a lot of torment, a lot of mourning.
Yeah.
You know? And just not mourning death of the close people that were with me. it was like mourning my passion.
Yeah.
The things that I loved. You know, I didn't find the joy. If somebody asked me a question and said to me, why are you not baking?
Yeah.
Where's your YouTube channel?
Yeah.
At that point, I genuinely couldn't see it.
Yeah.
And it was so deep that I lost the passion. I couldn't pinpoint where the problem was. And had I picked up a phone call for a friend, or had I picked up a phone call from an aunt or a cousin or someone, I really genuinely felt like me explaining would not be, because I couldn't explain it to self.
Yeah. So I think for me, what had happened with me was, I think my journey was that I wasn't going through what Dodo was going through. I was more of the supportive structure.
Definitely.
And also trying to not to get too involved.
Yeah.
And also focus on myself, and also try and not be too, because for me, I want to shoot, because I'm not going through what she's going through. I'm not in a depressed state. I'm not in an anxiety state. I'm still living my normal productive life. Yeah. But with that said, I'm normal, but I also have my little anxiety issues.
Yeah.
And my anxiety issues at the time were mostly, it was mostly for me work. For me, the past 3 months has been just the workload that I had taken from work
and
school at the same time. So I think for me it was just the pressures of school and work, and the fact that I didn't have a helper. So I didn't have a helper. I was a mom, full-time mom to 3 kids, all on my own, and I had.
And it wasn't by choice. You didn't have a helper because you didn't want to help her. It's because finances were just not coming.
Yeah, and my helper just didn't come back.
Yeah.
And for her not coming back, I was also not in a rush to get one at the time, because finances wouldn't allow me, And I felt like, let's see if we can pull through, and we did. Well, I got a new helper, but we pulled through. It's just that at the time, I just wanted everything to be connected, and it was just not connecting. The dots were just not connecting. Yeah. I was feeling pressures at work. I was feeling pressured at school. I was having my own private issues. Even my single life stressed me a little bit there.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and sometimes being a full-time mom, I was just like, sometimes I was snapping at the kids, and the house is not clean, because now we're doing our own household things. We're not, because we depend so much on our helpers.
Yeah.
That they're not there, and you have to do everything.
Stressful. It's the most stressful thing to have to take over, and we don't actually understand the depth and the importance of the people that actually help us at home. And it's important that we acknowledge if they go or they decide not to come back.
It's so much pressure.
It's so much pressure on a person, especially if you've got work, you've got school, you've got kids, you've got to be a mom, you've got to be a girlfriend if you're a girlfriend.
I also felt bad for my kids for me giving them chores. I felt like it's not their fault, or sometimes I would overdo things just so they don't have to be always washing dishes. I also don't want to be that mom that is always instructing.
Yeah.
So I'll instruct with a little bit of help there and there. But I've also got work, and then I've got so it's just that stuff as well. And relationships, in terms of relationships, it just wasn't going well for me. And even my friends and my family would also say that I've also gone under a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't spoken to a lot of my friends. I'll probably speak to 1 or 2 people. I also have gone under.
Yeah.
And majority of people, when they think that I've gone under, they think I'm in a relationship. Disclaimer, very single.
When she's in a relationship, everybody will know that she's in a relationship.
Yeah, no, I was literally under,
Yeah.
but I was not in a relationship. And even with relationships, I would literally be matching with people, but there was just not time for me to even try and meet up with them, because time was so limited. My time was just focused on everything that was happening in my house, that I couldn't extend my time to wanting to have dates and so on.
Yeah.
But with everything, there were times where my sister and I felt like, if we can die tomorrow, it's okay.
Listen, I'm blessed. I'm sorry. And here's the thing.
Sorry, everything going on.
With everything going on, the purpose of this video is that it's a life update, right? And it's a point where I think for me it's important that when you have an audience, we don't know what type of audience we have, but transparency is also just
Very
as
important.
good. And sometimes we're just being vulnerable and we're trying to be transparent and let you guys know that it's tough, you know. And sometimes also what I wanted to say was that sometimes we have to stop projects, we have to stop work, so that, because now I'm not good at working when I'm not okay.
Yeah.
So I don't wanna be bleeding.
Yeah.
You know, on my project or on people.
Yeah.
I'd rather sit back and heal, you know, rather than bleed on my projects or bleed on people because I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm feeling vulnerable, you know. But the one thing that helped me this morning when we decided that we're gonna shoot, which we were never gonna shoot, I mean, even this early, you know.
Yeah.
For the first time, I started worshiping after 3 months, guys. I haven't praised and worshipped. I couldn't listen to gospel music. Like, I would switch it off. I'd be like, I can't. I couldn't.
Even sermons would irritate me.
I couldn't do it.
I was just like, oh, whatever.
You know what I mean?
What is God? I would literally say, like, God has just turned his back on me.
Yeah.
Like, and not that we're not Christian. Like, I feel like it's just that how you feel at the moment with all the pressures. And even when you're looking at if you on social media as much as I am, it puts there's so many pressures with social media that will make you go under, and it will make you so depressed that you feel like your life is stuck and all your peers are buying houses and they get cars and they're doing this, and when you're standing in one place, you know, or when we shoot a video and then like only 1,000 people view it, that is so detriment to our confidence, and it literally decreases our motivation. It just feels like we're probably not in the niche yet, or we're probably not doing enough. But when you go into the stillness, you then understand that actually you also ask yourself, okay, sharp God, what are you trying to teach me? You know, I mean, remember the time when we were driving, we were going to Soweto and we were driving past Baragwanath, right? And we were in the car ranting about how God doesn't see us, how, you know, everybody else's life is great and we're just not seeing progress in our lives, you know. And we drove past and we stood by the robot facing Baragwanath. There's like a queue and the bridge, right? And there's like a queue of people there. And my sister and I turned around and said, but you know what? We must be grateful for our health, you know, because. And then we're like, okay, so now that's gratitude, right? Even in the midst of that, we want money, because I'm telling you now that I want money.
We want the money.
We want the money, and I think that's our biggest struggle for us. It's finances, right? But also we then look at, you know, other people have the money, but maybe they're not feeling well, you know. And so that me looking at those people going to visit sick people made me feel like, actually, you know, we need to be somehow grateful and have gratitude for the small things. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true. Like, that's so important that we do find ourselves counting our blessings now and then. But when you're in the dark, flipping hell,
you can't come
it's
out
so
of it.
hard to see it. It's so even hard to hear it. And sometimes you don't even want to hear somebody telling you to be grateful. I'm in a group called Enchanted Minds, right, where we are accountable. We need to set goals for the year, and when you set the goals, we need to be accountable to each other as to how far we're going. People would be slaying with goals every day, and I'm just sitting there thinking, hey, guys,
I don't join groups like that because I'm not.
She's not that person. But all I'm saying is that that taught me that there's a group of women that actually were going through the same thing. A lot of us have been going through a lot. You know, it's a period right now where there's a lot of feeling that we're exposed to. You know, because it feels like a cut. You know, and for me,
and the wound is just taking too long to heal.
Exactly, you know,
like
and
it's like as much as already.
Or not even this for us. I feel like for us to even sit on this bed and even shoot, it's like, okay, we acknowledge we have a wound, right? But we're trying to put a bandage on it, right? There's a bandage, but you know when you want to go clean it, you need to take out that actual bandage and put back a new one. But I guess once you take off that old one, it's not as it's painful. I can imagine it being painful, right? this is where we are. And especially for me, because I think for me, it was hard for me more. And I'd like to apologize. In fact, I don't even know if it's a thing for me to even do, to apologize for
going under,
for wanting to heal and wanting to find my purpose again, because I had lost it, because so much death happened. I think for me, when my mom passed on, my mom Mary passed on, and one of my cousins, me and her are so close, and we, you know, when you see something that is going to happen and you know it's going to happen, you're so in denial until it happens, you know, and then you want to question God, you want to ask God why, you know. So for me, it genuinely, that knocked me, and there was no way I could, as much as I wanted to get up and wanted to fight and pull myself towards myself, pull myself together, I just couldn't pull myself together. People were like, I was. You can call it whatever you want, but I was being pruned, I was being sharpened. I feel like, you know, and I feel like we both were, you know, not just ourselves. I mean, I know a few of my friends that have been, and I understand that this is the season, you know, and there are seasons where we need to sit and reflect and sit back and really be
in the stillness,
and really not do anything and ask God, okay, so what is next? What do I need to do, and what are you trying to teach me? Because at this moment, God, I don't know what to do. I think, you know, and the one thing I think for me that I've learned is that I forgot to go back to my Creator at some point, you know, but I think even that had to happen so that right now I can have this moment where I'm like, I now understand that these moments happen so that we can go back to the Creator and ask, what is it that you want me to do with my life? What do I need to do next?
But with everything said, right?
Basically, this video was just to let you know that if you're going through something, or if something is happening right now, or something is not happening, because sometimes
it's not happening.
Sometimes it's not happening, and at this moment, guys, we're not gonna lie to you.
Which bus missed us?
Yeah, and it's not even. I don't even think it's about a bus missing us. I feel like it's at this season. We're supposed to be in the season to know and learn something from the season, because I understand that seasons pass, you know, and
this too shall pass.
And this too shall pass. You know what I mean? And I know, God is there and He's got us, you know. But at the same time, I promise you, we're still in that season, and we're asking that you be patient with us, and we apologize. Well, I apologize to my friends and my family if I didn't bleed on you for the first time in my life, and I decided to choose myself. But at the same time, I just want to thank my sister, Ikacheng, Tebogo. Like, those people were my pillar. Slylo has been my
stamp to say, actually,
we're doing something right.
We are loved, you know, and by being loved, we want to show you our vulnerable side.
Vulnerable side. It's vulnerable.
Yeah. We want to show you our vulnerable side and let you know that Nati, we're flesh and blood, and that Nati, we go through the most, you know, whether it be spiritually, whether it be financially, whether it be
this season was everything.
With everything, né? No, but with the relationships, you're okay.
Okay, tell the whole world my relationship.
Yeah, I'm just saying that with me everything's going bad. No boyfriend.
Now that you said it, but I just want to say, Korea, I think for me, maybe it could be that in this season, even though I for the longest time I didn't see it until you just mentioned it now. Like,
like for me, literally, she's saying, "Oh, my life is shit." She hasn't even looked at mine. I'm saying no relationship, no money. Spiritually, I'm floating too. I don't know. So I'm going through the most, but I do well at covering it up. But I mean, I'm just praying that when this season ends, you know, I invite you guys all to my wedding, and then I have this big house, and you know, I'm just saying. We love you.
We love you. Thank you so much for tuning tuning in, and thank you for watching this video.
Yeah.
We hope that you enjoy it, and we hope that you find a place in your heart to
forgive us together.
Yeah,
forgive us for not posting.
For not posting. I mean, this is.
Thank you for watching. Right?
Yeah.
Thank you for subscribing.
Yes.
You know, funny thing, even when we're down, our subscribers are going up. Even if it's just like 2. Yeah, no. Even if it's 10 a day. That's
good.
Yeah, no.
Really?
The subscribers are going up.
Well done, guys.
You know, thank you so much for subscribing. The 300 that I subscribe, the 300 more.
Really?
I know.
Do you want to know that I don't check?
Yeah, no, I check all the time. So guys, if you don't watch my
so
video,
much.
you don't watch my video, I'm like, nobody loves us. Why are we even bothering?
Yeah, and that's another thing that you also need to know.
YouTube is so much
YouTube can also give you so much about insecurity.
Yeah.
You know, where you look at your past videos and you're like, how come we were able to do that at the time, and then now you're like, to get to 1,000 views is a climb. You know, that also can kill someone's spirit. But I think that the thing that we've done that was incorrect. The devil is a liar. And the thing that we've done that was incorrect, Leraku, was that we were looking at the numbers, but we were not looking at what type of content we are producing. You know,
remember
so we need to be grateful for the people that actually watch and
like
we
us.
do.
I love every single person that likes and watches our video. That whether 100 or 2, listen. You're sitting in my heart.
That is deep.
I know.
Yeah, you are sitting in our hearts, and thank you so much for
Please don't forget
the
to
love.
subscribe.
Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share with your friends and your families. And don't forget to set that notification bell. And from me to you.
Thank you.
Bye you. We love you. See you soon.